I thought that was a real ugly first half. I felt we came out really sluggish, which I kind of felt we were going to be. You know, last week, two emotional games. You had the City game, then you had the Morris rivalry, and two really hard-fought games. I tried to rest these guys as best I could. Yesterday, we only practiced for about 45 minutes. We didn't even shoot around today because I wanted to have our legs. But I sensed early that we were moving real slow, sluggish, and our offense was completely out of sync. And then in the second half, I thought we got some stops and got some flow to our offense, and then they came storming back. But overall, I thought that was a really good win for us. Obviously, we've lost these close games early this season. To win a close game, I think, is important for this program. And believe me, this one looked more dire than some of the other ones. At a certain point, we were down 5 with a minute and something to go, and I guess the guys just kept playing. And each time out, we just kept talking about, you're going to win this one. You're going to win this one. Just do what you're supposed to do and be you. I think our guys did a great job down the stretch getting those stops, and then, putting the ball in Mike's hands late with Mike and Isaiah. I thought it was a combination of two freshmen made big plays for us.
In the final moments today, did you notice a difference in the younger guys' composure compared to some of those closer games early in the season when they were still getting it?
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't know if the younger guys' composure has been as bad. I think those younger guys have played. They maybe haven't made the right decision all the time. I just think as a group, there was more of a sense of, we can do this. Enough already, we can do this. And it just so happened to be the two freshmen. Mike came off the ball screen, which we said we were going to go to our high ball screen action with Isaiah and throw back or create a shot, and he did, and he made the big shot. The biggest key, guys, is we only turned the ball over 12 times. Okay? We only turned the ball over 5 times in the second half. Okay? If we do that in all of our games, we have a different record right now. Where last game we turned the ball over, 9 times in the second half. Well, if we didn't turn the ball over 9 times, we would have won that game as well. So I give our guys credit. It was ugly. It was hard fought. It was nothing smooth about this game, but I give our guys credit to hanging tough and staying through with it and finishing the game and coming up with the win.
What do you think was the change that you guys made at halftime? Because you came out and scored like those big three-pointers.
Well, again, I felt like we were sluggish to start the game. Our energy level wasn't real high. We weren't moving real quick. We did make a little adjustment. I thought we were closing out too hard on drivers. So we talked about bringing it back a little bit. Don't close out as hard as drivers. And then just in transition, just to flow and relax. I just felt like we were, we talk about not turning the ball over, and then you go from one extreme to the other. Then they play like mannequins. They want to hold the ball. So I think we just had to just got them to relax a little bit, play a 20-minute basketball game. That's all we talked about. We made some just minor adjustments defensively. Offensively, I thought we had a little bit better flow to our game offensively, and that's why we shot, 50% in the second half.
I mean, today what you saw out of Isaiah, it just seems like he has a ton of potential. Do you see him take another step today? What he was able to do?
The thing I've been talking to Isaiah about is I think he was settling. Not even settling because he's a kid. He was only using one aspect of his game. Okay, he was just settling to be a three-point shooter, and he's so much more than that. So we talked about being an attacker off the catch, and I even we put in a post-up play for him early in the week. 2 days ago, we put it in just to get him down there, get him the field to get down a little bit more. And I still think he hasn't reached his potential as an offensive rebounder. He didn't have any offensive rebounds today, and I thought he had 2 big offensive rebounds one in the Pitt game, one in the Rob Morris game, and he needs to do that more. He has an all-around total game. He's not really limited. Him and Mike both. I think they need to use their whole game, and that's the stuff we just worked on. And give the kid credit. He's listening and he's plugging away and he's working at it.
With Renee Casher, he had another game like this earlier this season when he came out, had a big first half, and kind of went cold in the second half. Is that kind of how he is?
No, I hope not. We anticipate if we can get 12 points out of Renee every night, then we'll be a pretty good team. It's the same thing. It's just staying consistent, not turning the ball over. I thought he got into early attack mode, which got us going. I think the same thing with him. I think he might be a little bit the other way. I think he settles for his drive too much when he actually has the ability to shoot the ball well. It's just him getting used to when to shoot the ball and when to drive the ball. And that just, again, takes work.
Did the play of Pierre for them kind of surprise you? Because he had bigger numbers tonight than today.
The one thing that did surprise, I knew he was a tough kid. I talked to him after the game. He and I are from the same area back in New York. We grew up, our towns touch each other. I knew he was a tough kid. I knew he was an aggressive kid. The one thing he has never done in his career is shoot or make three-pointers. And when he made those 2 threes, it was like, oh, boy. Because then he becomes real difficult to guard. But I thought he played very well. He was really aggressive. And I said this to Danielle, the coach, after their game. They got beat pretty good on the road by a Rutgers team that's like 8-1 right now. And I told Danielle, I thought it showed a lot of character in their program to come back and fight as hard as they did and play as well as they did tonight.
I think Kale's still kind of easing into playing.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. And I was just talking to my staff, and I'm going to talk with Kale about it tomorrow. He needs practice. He was out for so long. He's had now 3 practices where it's actually been full practice. And his practice has gotten better. I actually thought he would have been better today, but it's just the whole flow. You can see the game's just moving too fast for him. So this week of practice for us is going to help. And I just said that to the team, and I think hopefully Kale will be able to show what he can really do, because he can really help us. When he's healthy and he's in game shape and focus, I think he's going to be able to help us, certainly offensively, to limit our turnovers, because he's a non-turnover guy, and he turned it over tonight, because I just think he drove it when he should have passed it or drove it when he should have shot it.
Yeah, and Nakai had a big game on the boards, but do you try to, sometimes he just hits the floor, he just goes after the boards and just hits the floor, goes and hits the floor a little too hard. Do you try to tell him to kind of push back or just?
Nope. Kai's got to be Nakai. That's what he is. He's a junkyard dog. He's got to be aggressive in everything he does. If he stops being aggressive, then he's going to stand still and think and, be aggressive. We got great trainers. Got a lot of ice. He can ice himself down. He's a competitive kid. You don't ever want to take that away. His nose to go rebound the basketball is huge. And again, when he fouled out, as an effort play to block it, I wasn't there. Right on the basket, referee called the foul. It was a great effort to block the shot. But he came up with some big rebounds. So when he left the game, when he fouled out, I was a little concerned, how we were going to rebound the basketball. We went small, and we out-scrapped for it, though. All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.